Okay, we got a few more left.
Okay.
Um, where can the fans get your CD?
Where can fans get my CD? Um, at shows really is the only place you can get it. I know. We have CDs for sale at every one of our shows. And I mean, if you emailed me at this point, we're still small enough. You could email me and request a CD. I'd mail you one.
Well, I want one.
But or I could just send MP3s, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But right now the best place to get it would just be at a show.
Okay.
So,
Let's see. What is the coolest part about being in a band?
coolest part about being in a band, well, um, just having a sense of community. Having other musicians. Musicians are always, especially my brother and I, we're always trying to impress each other as musicians. And whether it be with him ripping out something really fast on the bongos and beating the hell out of the drum, or me, trying to play something really strange and weird that he's gonna go nuts about. It's kind of fun to have like that person. But also it's even more fun that it's my brother. My brother and I, we have a good relationship. We're not the type of brothers that fought or anything like that. We always were each other's best friend um, and that sort of thing. So it really is a nice fit that we get to do that together, and we share some of the same dreams musically and business wise, and he's got a much better business mind than I do. Even though the music thing's kind of a little more my thing than his. Um, it's great to have him up there, and I'm sure he'd say the same as well.
Well, that's cool though that you guys are brothers and you guys can
Oh
give
yeah.
feedback to each other without getting
Well,
angry.
yeah, it makes it so much easier to like in practice times and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Call my brother and hey, we have practice. So
What is
there's
the
a nice thing with numbers. There's just the two of us right now, and obviously we'll need to grow with them. Well, maybe not. I don't know, but right now, we just want to stick with the two of us. Um, it's easy. It's easy with the two of us.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I mean, I don't have a band, but me just being like myself, I have people like who plays piano and guitar that I could call up at any point in time and say, "Hey, I need you to do a show with me."
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Um, what is the main thing you would like to be remembered for?
Remembered for the main thing is, I guess, um, you know, I guess at the end of the whole, maybe 10, 15 years when my fate has been seen as a musician, I guess I'd like it to be that, for one, that I wrote some different types of songs that really hadn't been written before. Um, that's a big one for me. It's just from a theory point. I hope that I can change the way a pop song is written, the form, just because there's a lot of music out there, and I think that just we as Americans are so the music that we listen to is such a speck on the spectrum of music. I just hope that I can kind of change the way a pop song's written, or at least give an alternative to what a pop song is, and what a pop album can be. Popular music, um, just so that I can change the way we listen to music, and hopefully cause there to be a larger amount of other bands that can fall under that category of popular music, just because there's some really good stuff out there that's just it's never going to make it in terms of popularity because we just never get to hear it. And I'd really like to do that. I'd really like to kind of bridge a gap between um, really bridge the gap between Hollywood and art, because there's just really not a whole lot of art going on right now.
Yeah.
And I know that's a big claim. I'm aware of that. That's one of the big ones. That I guess when I'm in my daydream world, that's what I'm thinking about. My second one is like I said earlier, just about I want people to be like, you know what, my legacy, I guess, is really what you're asking. Um, what kind of person was he, and how did he live his life? And man, Jason was a talented guy. He wrote great songs, and whether it be fame and fortune and whatnot, I just hope people can always say that, hey, I met Jason Coons on the side of the street, and he talked to me for whatever and was the nicest guy. I just never want to be um, anything more than what I am now. Um,
You don't want to change yourself.
and that's one thing that I'm always going to seek out. People that can, you know, uh, accountability. Just accountability partners, whether it be um, just the people I surround myself. Keep me humble, keep me grounded on who I want to be, and I just want people to know me for that. Like,
Yeah, for me, I think that if I was to get, a big head or something like that I would want somebody to tell me.
Oh yeah. I definitely.
Because I don't want to change myself and be something I'm not just because I'm doing what I love and I have a fan base and I'm making money. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a tricky situation. Is the bigger you get, like for you example, if you just started, thousands and thousands of people starting to buy a CD and telling you how great you are, I'm sure there's. I think it's just a human nature type thing where you're going to think you're more than you really are, and I mean, honestly, it is just like the guy that goes and sells cars. It's just a job. It just happens to be the profession that we were made to do, and I just want to stay grounded, and I want that to be apparent too. I don't want it to be like, um, I want it to be known that I'm doing good things and that sort of thing. I'm not some jerk. So.
Exactly. Okay, and the last question is, and this is something only you can answer. Is there anything that you would like to say to your fans?
Keep listening and please contact me. That's one big thing is I want people to contact me. I don't want you to feel like I get so many like messages like on MySpace or the website like, hey, I know you're in a band, so you probably won't message me back, but it's like I totally will. Questions about music. I mean, there's nothing that gets me more excited is when people are like, hey, explain this song to me, or explain the chord structure to this song, or what was going through your mind when you wrote this song, or because I like to answer those questions, and I like that people are asking those questions because that means that they're extremely interested in what you're doing when they're asking those sorts of questions. So I just want to be in more contact with my fan base. It's the biggest thing. I want to know who my fans are. I want to know what they look like, what the demographic of them are, so I can get, like I said, get a better idea how to market to them, and I want to get my music to them the best I know how. And right now, the best way I know how is when they contact me and they ask for it, and I've got it up everywhere. It's just I want them to want more.
Yeah,